Let's talk to the chairman of ASUU University of Ilorin chapter, Salihu Ajao, who is joining me via phone for more on the grievances of the union. Thank you so much for joining us on the news this hour. This is not the best of time for Nigerian students to hear about these, even their parents, talking about or for the Academic Staff Union of Universities mulling the strike. How have you been engaged in the government?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. What's the question?
Right, I was saying that this is not the best of times, the best of news for the Nigerian students and their parents who are having to go through a refreshing mindset that they are back in school. But the fact that we have the Academic Staff Union of Universities mulling another strike, how have you been engaging the government to avert this impending strike again, or some of the protests that you're putting forth?
Well, thank you very much. Nigerians will agree with us that what Nigerian government is trying to do is actually to provoke the union into declaring another strike, because they forced the union through the court process to suspend the strike and resume. Up till now, they have not signed any agreement. What they are attempting to do amount to what we call award in the union by saying a particular amount of money has been put in the budget to cater for the increment in salary. To what percentage, to whatever, nobody knows. We have not been having any form of decent negotiations with them. And to make the matter worse, you are owing us each month's salary and decided to pay pro-rata of about maybe half a month. So as we speak, 7.5 months still with them. That's an attempt to casualize academic activities, and no nations in the world will casualize intellectuals. We continue to engage them. The protest rally is to draw the attention of the nation to what the Nigerian government is doing, and so that the critical stakeholders, this is the time for them to intervene and resolve the matter.
Well, it does appear that the federal government has actually decided that they are going to, maintain the payment of salaries pro rata. But then, if push comes to shove, what step do you think the Academic Staff Union might take this time round?
Well, intellectuals, we will be able to come out with the positions after our next meeting, which will be coming up very shortly. And then we will know which directions we are going to go.
In the meantime, so the students that are actually apprehensive of what might actually follow suit at the end of the day, what would you like to say to them, and who would you like to, to get into this fray to ensure that things do not go the way they do not want it to go at the end of the day?
Well, this is the time the students and the parents and physical stakeholders need to be sensitized. This is the time for them to speak out, to tell government to do the needful, so that they don't only destroy the future of these students, so that they don't, again, destroy the entire tertiary institutions, especially the university and the country, so that it will not appear as if they are not being warned that there is another impending deadlock coming up, occasioned by the Nigerian government in their own way of doing things. So to the students, they need to understand what is going on. They are aware, parents are aware, stakeholders are aware, and this is a time for everybody to speak out on this matter.
Absolutely. Nigerians would definitely like to see that this matter is actually resolved once and for all. Chairman of ASUU University of Ilorin chapter, Salihu Ajao, thank you so much for your time on the news. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.